it's happening in New York, New Jersey, or Long Island, hear about it with Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.
Food thing with James Brown one day. One day.
Yeah,
Would that be great, though?
Yeah.
How you not like this music? Two white guys from Jersey. Come on, man.
It brings back memories.
Did you go? You go see James? I'm older than you, but when James was in his whole thing when he first came out, I went and saw him. Capitol Theater, Passaic, New Jersey.
Yep, I saw. That was one of my concerts. But I saw Rush.
Right. See, you would go there. You and Cthulhu should go to concert.
And Rainbow, Mario Speedwagon.
Rainbow.
Love it.
Look at him.
With Dio or with
Dio.
See what I'm talking about, Frankie?
Wow.
Ronnie James
we're
Dio
done.
and
done.
Richie Blackmore. I was a big fan.
Wow.
Look at, so, and then you would go. You're going where this weekend?
ZZ Top, John Fogerty on Saturday at PNC.
You want to go?
Rainbow.
You
Yeah, I gotta,
Dio.
what day?
PNC?
Dio is
Saturday.
What day? David says what
Saturday.
day?
You're gonna go. Are you kidding? ZZ Top?
You wanna go?
Tosh.
Yeah, PNC. Come on.
I got a story.
ZZ Top. Oh,
I'm sitting out in front of the Bel Air Hotel years ago doing a charity event, and this limo
picking
pulls
out
up.
islands. Picking out islands.
This limo pulls up, big stretch limo. 7 beautiful girls come out, legs up to here, and all of a sudden the 3 ZZ Top guys come out.
That's great.
That's
jaw dropping.
Great.
Everybody
That's
waiting for
great.
Cam. Just
That's
like I
great.
was just like,
Yeah.
I want to be a rock star.
Yeah. Do they spin the guitar in concert? Because remember they did in the videos they would spin the guitar.
I don't know if they still do that, but we'll find out. You'll get a full report on Tuesday.
Yes, you'll be spinning. You'll be spinning by then.
You know the pregame I already have put together with me and my boys. Like I'm like, all right, we're leaving. You got to be at my house by 2. We got to be in the parking lot by 2:45.
This guy.
The show starts at 7.
Oh, boy. He's like
We
one
gotta
of
be
those
drinking,
guys.
eating, smoking
You should see. We
cigars.
did a live hit with Maria Bartiromo yesterday for Fox
Nice
Business.
girl.
The best, very talented, beautiful journalist, and a great show. Yeah. Mornings with Maria. So we say, "We gonna put us on?" I said, "Sure." This guy went crazy because it was the hit. It was what time the producers are calling us. It was hysterical to watch him get upset. David, welcome back, man. Great to see you last night at Tavern 22. We had a great time with Gary Goldberg. And how about his beautiful wife there from of Wegmans fame? I guess that's okay.
I didn't
to
realize
say
that. And I was showing her around the back room, told her we're building another little addition back there.
What a lovely gal. A testament certainly to Gary.
Got my mother's name too, Joan Wegman.
Yeah, there you go, man. I love that. So it was great, and thank you for your staff was great. We over tipped because you were gracious, and I want to thank you on the air because you said it's on you. So the dinner was, how about that, guys? It was on you. When you know what I'm saying? David goes, don't worry about it. I got this whole thing. I can't believe it. So I tip heavy. The people, they all came out of the kitchen one after another. Well, to get a tip.
People that didn't even work there.
I didn't know. I tried to say. And then
you see what happens to the food next time.
Yeah. So and then Darren, he's tipping everybody because you don't want to say thank you. You got to do that. Yeah. And your guy, not Caleb.
Orlando.
No, Caleb.
Anthony?
Yeah, what are the guys that served us yesterday?
Anthony.
Yeah.
I think it was Anthony.
Yeah, those guys are great. And then, by the way, you're jumping. The place is jumping. The woodpecker is jumping.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Woodpecker is doing good. You know, we got our liquor license today. Hopefully, yeah. And we've been doing.
Don't give me the numbers. I don't even think we paid for it in New York City. It's like
no, New York is very reasonable compared to Jersey. Jersey, you got to it's hundreds of thousands of dollars.
No.
Yeah, it's an asset, part of your asset. If you buy a building or you buy a license, it's like that's part of what you sell when you sell it.
It's like
they're trying to change it because it's like there's communities where there's none left. You can't even expand.
Right.
Like Fort Hill's very hard to get a liquor license even for the mall.
Town
of Fanwood only has 2 liquor licenses.
Yeah,
I think
so they're
my
trying
town
to.
has 5.
The state is they've been talking about for a long time, trying to buy them all back and then distribute them at the right price. So they'd have to buy it from. I had bought one in Rumson. It was $700,000.
Whoa! Yeah. But you know what was the restaurant you had in Rumson?
Drift. From Madre.
Yeah, that was like legendary.
Yeah. Well,
to
I
this
worked
day,
there as a
people,
kid.
People still talk about it. The way when you ran that. Huh?
It was okay. I loved it. We sold it 4 years ago or something. But 2 miles down the street, we're at the Drift House, or what you call the Castaway.
Yeah, that's a Tom.
And speaking of that, what a weekend we have coming up, Memorial Day weekend
at the Castaway.
All everyone. Well, I'm up in Saratoga tomorrow at the Delphi Hotel.
Unbelievable! How are you doing this, man? And then I saw you last night hanging late like that. So what's happening in Saratoga?
I'm overseeing a beautiful new restored Adelphi Hotel on Broadway,
Wow.
as well as Salt and Char Restaurant right next door.
Wow.
And I got to tell you, you want to see a beautiful hotel 3 hours north. The season's going to be fantastic. Already booming. You know, they had Skidmore graduation this weekend. The Father's Day coming up. Doing a pig roast, $55 pig roast in the back. Great people operating down there.
Look at this. Look at this. What somebody sent me. Look.
That's down in D.C.
Yeah.
BLT, that's a great shot.
Look at that.
BLT Prime by David Burke.
BLT Prime by David Burke, man. That's
a great sign.
The guy said he sent it. That's a great sign. That's huge. My buddy Joey just sent that. He goes, "Hey man, I'm having a great time down here."
I got you some. Speaking of Joey's, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Anyway,
so Memorial Day, buddy. What are we doing?
Memorial Day originally was called Decoration Day, and it was to decorate the graves of the soldiers, right? So it was called Decoration Day until 1971. They called it Memorial Day, which is kind of unusual because I always thought it was Memorial Day because I grew up. I was born.
Oh, no.
Anyway, so decoration is part of what we're doing. We decorate everything red, white, and blue. We made a shortcake. I made a little simple trifle.
Let me show the shortcake. This is beautiful. It's square. Guys, it's about 8 inches by 8 inches.
That's one portion.
Blueberry on the corners. Did you look at that?
Strawberries.
That's blueberries and strawberries on the top, cut perfectly in each corner. And what is this icing that I see on top of this cake?
That's whipped cream.
Oh man, you're killing me.
We slice the strawberries really thin so we can call it sashimi and charge for it.
And what's inside the cake when we cut it open?
Layers of fruit. It's just fruit cake. It's not traditional fruit cake. It's fresh berry cake. It's like a shortcake.
Oh, I love that.
And this is the same ingredients, just made in a shot glass.
Look at this, man.
Which, for Memorial Day, which there's usually a lot of drinking going on, you can pour a little bit of whatever you like.
But look, you have American flag, like a little flag on like a tiny fork, a tiny plastic fork where I could eat the blueberries.
Or then you can scoop with this.
And you got a little tiny spoon. Here you go, boys. That's it. And then so there's whipped cream, and it's got strawberries on the bottom. This is great.
Strawberry puree or what have you, and we made lobster dumplings. You had these last night at Tavern 62. Lobster dumplings, red sauce, white yogurt, pickled blueberries. Wow. So, guys, anyone out there listening, get extra blueberries, throw them in vinegar, a little sugar, make pickles. Now, traditionally, ketchup was made from blueberries and plums, not tomatoes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Blueberries and plums.
We didn't have tomatoes here. You know, Italy had a little abundance of tomatoes one year, and they shipped them all over, and they were rotten on the ships. And they made ketchup. Somebody came up with the idea to make ketchup. Maybe it was Mr. Hines. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so pickling fruit and chutneys. Ketchup was a chutney kind of person.
Yeah.
And we made plum. The American Indians and the early Pilgrims made plum catsup, CATSUP.
Oh, is that what that's?
And the same as berries.
So wait, this is a pickled blueberry?
Fresh berries soaking in equal parts vinegar and sugar.
Is that what I'm eating now?
Yeah, and then you can add your cloves and any whatever spices you want. No, that's fresh. Those are pickles. And I hope you had.
Look out! Here we go.
Hey,
flame on fire.
I hope it works. Didn't work.
Fire. Look out!
Didn't. Oh, there it's on. Anyway,
wow. Oh, look at
this. This is a fun way to. It's like marshmallows. Baked Alaska.
Yeah, let's get some video on that.
We're going to call it.
I like that you're taking pains not to burn the flags that are decorating.
Yeah, I love that.
The pole went down.
So this is what is this, like a flambe kind of thing
you
talked about?
It's a baked.
And David's got a torch. He's got a propane torch thing that he's blowing on this beautiful flambe with American flags, not burning the flags, of course. No. That's like marshmallow.
It's like a baked Alaska. We could, depends on where you can call it baked hobo.
And those are little chocolate cookies right there too.
These are, you know what? These are.
Look at them zeroing in.
I hear you, man. I was like, you called it truffle.
This is a truffle.
A cookie is too.
Clear CMI. What's that little cookie?
And then we made a little salad. Again, another great item for this weekend. Make a salad with fruit. Watermelon, burrata cheese, prosciutto. Ooh, wow. Pickled. This is where the pickled blueberries come in because it aids in the digestion. And these are.
Yeah, you are so good. So I'm holding a plate, and it's got like strips of watermelon underneath, asparagus on top of that. Is this prosciutto on top of it? Prosciutto on top with the mozzarella,
the burrata.
Yeah, but very nice.
And then pickled blueberries and balsamic.
I just pickled blueberries are good. Man.
They're good.
Well, people got on me, Joe. Did you really eat the crickets?
Oh, the crickets, yeah.
I ate the crickets.
Those crickets were awesome.
They were really good.
Believe it or not, Woodpecker was selling cricket pizza. People are just so curious.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, it's
right. Wow, that's a good pizza, especially with the heat that you put on it. It's
perfect. Yeah.
Oh, and I could eat this. I could eat.
Yeah, pick one.
Look at you.
Then I wrap it up a little.
You are good. Look at you.
I wish the smell could come across the radio.
Yeah, really.
It smells
really.
so good
in here. It does. It really does. So and now, and what are those eggs?
You know what?
What do you got?
You know, I come home last night. My doorman, these guys are great for it.
Did you notice I hoard everything that I'm going to eat so Al doesn't get it?
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
I'm keeping his strawberry cake close to me.
Why don't you have
we take a picture?
the cookie that he gave you that's a truffle?
No, Joe, that's like a swag bag. You take all the good stuff out. Put it on the side. So these came. Look at this. So I go home. My doorman's got 30 dozen eggs.
Wow.
These are how they come out of the duck. These are duck eggs.
Al, look over there. I'm gonna steal stuff. What is this? What is this now?
Fresh
Clean your hands.
duck eggs.
Thank you. I'm an animal. What are you, an animal?
One of my partners' name is Peter Pants. Joey Pants' cousin.
For real?
Owns a farm.
Peter Pants.
And Peter Pantaleone. He's a local
so
guy.
These look like eggs that have rolled around and kind of like.
They haven't been rinsed since birth.
Really? So what is all that on there? Grass? That was it? Thank you for telling me that. That's great. Look at the Duracell. He's got the. So wait, these are the eggs that have before they've been cleaned?
Yeah.
Frank's holding his hand.
I'm not sure.
So why would you keep the poop on the eggs?
I wouldn't.
I'm holding it.
But the farmer.
They're so fresh.
They're so fresh.
And I'm holding a carton
some
of
people
eggs.
call it fertilizer. You know?
Yeah. Isn't that something?
But that's as fresh as it gets. I mean, we will soak them in hot water to get them cleaned off. Well, those are for home use. I got 3 dozen. I bought a dozen for each.
Hey, Dave, I got to tell you what was a hit last night was these. Now, this, I'm holding him. These are, it looks like they're lobster, what are they called?
Dumplings.
Lobster dumplings. And they're wrapped up. What do they wrap
Like
in?
raviolis. Pasta.
This is a pasta
Yeah,
that they're wrapped
it's a ravioli. But
and it's like a little package, actually.
It's
Each
a
dumpling
purse.
is a pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They call it purse.
Yeah, and then what do you put? What is that in there?
That's a tomato sauce arrabbiata almost with a lot of lemon in it.
It's amazing that you can.
And a little yogurt, pickled blueberries. Again, there's variations on the theme.
Yeah.
This could be also go Asian, but we do it a little on the.
Yeah, I love it. And then here I got my chocolate truffles. Here you go, Frankie. Have a lobster.
Thank you.
There you go. David, I don't know how you come up with all this. David, you know what? David Burke, by the way.
Salute to Memorial Day. This theme was today.
I love it.
And to the veterans and everybody that fought, and all that, because sometimes we get
your,
caught up in the holiday without realizing what the holiday's about.
Did your dad serve? Did you tell me your dad?
He was in the Army, but not in the war.
Yeah,
he was in Panama.
It's nice that you keep your patriotic fervor about you.
No, you know what? I try to help. I mean, thank a veteran. See somebody say hello, invite them over to the barbecue. So, I mean, people, we, including myself, we forget.
I know,
it's easy to forget when you're caught up in everything.
You know what I love what you did with those dumplings? The fact that there's just a little bit of heat on them. Yeah. Just you get that little.
Well, you know what the heat does to you? Heat, like in like a Dorito, or heat in general, opens your taste buds.
Right.
And when they call mouth watering, your mouth waters tells your brain that you want more.
Right. You got to taste the truffles.
You hoarded them all.
No, I left the bag in the back.
Oh, all right. I mean,
I know what Joe likes. Now.
Look at him. Like there's going to be an accident, and the corner is going to be the only thing left to eat from.
Where did you get these?
We make them.
These are fantastic.
The guys that you didn't tip last night in the kitchen?
I didn't tip.
I heard you left a great tip.
I'm walking around. I'm talking to one guy. I go, and I don't want to be rude, and go, did you serve me? Because there were like 3 or 4 servers. It was great at Tavern 62, by the way. We went and we just tipped everybody. When in doubt, tip more. Just like that. Hey, so can we talk to you quickly? I mean, watch this. You Google David Burke. Check out all the great properties at David Burke. He's on fire. This guy is on fire now, and we're honored to have you on the show.
My pleasure.
Come on.
I love coming.
Mario Batali's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy from what I know. Now, let's see, they're going to quote what I just said. Piscopo says Mario Batali's a nice guy because he's Italian. Is this all? Is this false attacks? I mean, are they going? Is this a witch hunt? Or I mean, you can't say anything because you want to stay in.
I've been a colleague of Mario's for many years, and I went to his wedding 25 years ago, whatever it was.
Yeah. Seemed like let me rephrase myself. Seemed like a wonderful man.
Mario's a wonderful guy. He's I don't want to comment on it because I don't have any facts, but the restaurant business has its ups and downs, of course, and it's a lifestyle. I can't say. I really don't want to comment on what happened. I can tell you that. There's some brilliance in the guy when he's working as a chef, and and the Mario I know is a wonderful guy. Now I don't know the late night Mario, and I can't really comment on that, but I hope
Yeah.
Whatever happens, and justice is justice, and whatever it is. I mean, these things have a way of sorting themselves out.
Crazy business. Isn't
Well,
it?
the business itself is based around entertainment. There's alcohol. There's late nights. There's adrenaline. There's a lot of passion, and it's like you're playing a sporting event every night when you're working in kitchens, and you got to go out and unwind. Now, I'm saying that just as a restaurant business. I'm not defending anybody because it's not my place to defend anybody. I'm just making a comment on the business. But if some of the stuff is true, and which is it's just not fair. It's just not right. And it is what it is. I mean, it's terrible if it happened that way. And it's just,
Same in the
they're
comedy
getting to the button. Yeah,
I see the comedy that's late nights, and you hear about some of these great comics of what they've done, how they've done, and you go, how could that happen? But I know he seems like such a nice guy. Hey, David Burke, you got to Google David Burke, and you know what? Can we have Shelley Goldberg? Thank you for bringing David in. Thanks to Shelley. Can we get a knife? I'm going to dig into this. Is this like a strawberry shortcake?
Like it, yeah. Oh, and I added some blues, and I tell you, there's nothing like fresh fruit. I know what you mean.
Don't let Al take it, because I don't want keeping it on my side right now.
That's Al's portion.
Thank you. See, Chef, you know me. We got love. We got love here.
That's a 4-bite for you and I.
Look what David Burke brings in. What do I have? I have Men in Aftershave and WD-40 in case you want anything. Although, look at this, please. Crown maple syrup, always at the ready. Always at the ready.
That's really good maple syrup. We use that quite a bit.
David, I'll tell you, thank you for your hospitality last night, man. We
have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys.
Happy Memorial Day.
Stop down at Drift House if anyone's on the beach, Saratoga. And I'll be floating around one or the other, or in New York. So.
Thank you,
come in and get a pizza.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you, brother. It's the great David Burke right there.
Everybody knows this guy. No, everybody knows he can do a radio show. Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.